Please, can we clear the aisle for the Deputy Governor-elect to come in? Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to, on behalf of the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner, welcome you all to this all-epoch-making event. Please, can we step down our voices, please? We've started. Can we keep our voices low? I think at this juncture, if you know you were not accredited to be in this hall, please can you step out? If you know you were not accredited to be here, please can you give us some space? In honor to our dear country, please shall we all rise for the national anthem? Thank you very much. You may be seated. As you can see, it's a full house this morning. We want to recognize the presence of the Honorable National Commissioner, Inec Headquarters, Mohammed Haruna. You're welcome, sir. Please, can we celebrate him? Can we celebrate him, please? Also seated next to him is the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner, Inec Plateau State, Dr. Oliver Teso Agundu. We have the co-chair, Inec Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security and Commissioner of Police. Sir, you're welcome. We also recognize the presence of the governor-elect and his wife in the house. You're welcome, sir. The deputy governor-elect and her husband are also here. Permit me to also recognize all members-elect to Plateau State House of Assembly. We have the Administrative Secretary, Inec Plateau State, Barrister Mrs. Caroline Okwe here. The Director DSS, we recognize your presence, sir. We also recognize the following people: the Commander, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. We recognize the presence, General Officer commanding the 3rd Armored Division. You're welcome, sir. We also have in the house the Commander, Nigerian Air Force. We recognize your presence. We duly recognize the presence of the following people also: the Commander, Federal Road Corps. We recognize the presence of the Controller, Nigerian Immigration Service. Yes, the Controller, Nigerian Customs, is also in this meeting. We also have the Controller, Federal Fire Service. Sir, we recognize your presence. The State Coordinator, National Youth Service Corps, is also here. We appreciate the presence of the Director, National Orientation Agency. Leaders of political parties, we recognize presence. We also recognize the presence of the following people: all invited guests, members of the media. We also have in the house distinguished Senator Aidigian. The director NDLA is also here. Sir, you're welcome. We have the chairman, People's Democratic Party, here in the house, Honorable Chris Hassan. Sir, we appreciate your presence. The senator from Northern Plateau, we recognize your presence in the house. Senators from the Northern Plateau, the Southern Plateau, we know you are here. You're welcome. Honorable Musa Aga Avia, you're also welcome. I'm meant to understand that the representing FCT is here, Senator Philip Adudua. You are welcome, sir. We recognize the presence of Isaac Palu. You're welcome also. Is Honorable Benny Law in the house? We recognize his presence, if you're here. And also Honorable S.B. Rogo. Honorable Boggles is in the house. Honorable, you're welcome. I was told that Senator, His Excellency Ambassador Bagudu Hilson is in the house. Sir, we recognize your presence. Of course, we have, the list is endless. Former Minister Mrs. Sarah Ochekpe, we know you are here. You're welcome, ma'am. Of course, we recognize the very presence of our very own, the heads of departments, electoral officers. Mr. Yiljab Abraham is just standing beside me. Sir, you're welcome. We land the DG campaign, Honorable Latep Dabang is also here. We recognize all of you in the house. Thank you for finding time to be here. The electoral officers, I was told, are also here. EOs, you are welcome. Of course. Yes, I have. Please, if I did not mention your name, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are standing, wherever you are seated, you are very, very valued in this occasion. Thank you very much for being here. I would, at this juncture, call on the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Oliver Teso Agundu, for his opening remarks. Honorable Rexa.
The Honorable National Commissioner, the Governor-elect and the Deputy Governor-elect, heads of security agencies here present, distinguished senators, members of the Plateau State House of Assembly-elect, members of the High Table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, for want of time, I want to crave your understanding to stand on the very well-established protocol. It is with utmost gratitude to Almighty God that I sit here today to welcome all of you to this historic event of the presentation of the certificate of return to the governor and deputy governor-elect and members-elect of the Plateau State House of Assembly. Today marks the climax of the 2023 general election here in Plateau State, as all candidates from the governor-elect, deputy governor-elect to members-elect of Plateau State House of Assembly are going to be certified by Inec as the winners in the various electoral positions contested in the just concluded election in the state. Let me be on record that this event is possible today because of the hard work, sacrifices, and commitment of many people, chiefly because of the tireless commitment of our indefatigable Inec staff, both tenured and ad hoc, who endured all situations to deliver this moment. We salute them and all our partners and collaborators, especially the security agencies who ensured that we have a secured environment to conduct elections, particularly here in Plateau State. We equally commend all civil society organizations, leaders of political parties, the media community, and everyone who played a role in our success. As an individual, and even as a head of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, here in Plateau State, I am proud to say that we have delivered on our promise to the good people of Plateau State. Since my assumption of duty as the resident electoral commissioner of Plateau State on the 7th November 2022, I have consistently and explicitly in all meetings and engagement with leaders of political parties, traditional rulers, civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, the media community, and all stakeholders, promise to provide within the jurisdiction of my job description a level playing field for all political contestation. Today, I can proudly say that in good conscience and in testimony of the vast majority of Plateau citizens, we have delivered on our promise. And we are here to officially hand over the baton of accountability and responsibility to the winners of the most transparent electoral process we are privileged and honored to serve as midwives. This event inaugurates a new chapter that beckons on all of you who receive their certificates of return today to also fulfill their promise to the people as we have done. We promise a fair, transparent, credible, and inclusive election, and we have, by the grace of God and support of the people of goodwill, we have delivered. I have therefore thrown a challenge to you, the governor-elect, the deputy governor-elect, members-elect of Plateau State House of Assembly, to also deliver on your promise to the hospitable, lovable, and good people of Plateau State. When you eventually assume duty in your respective positions, as an electoral body, we are not oblivious of our constitutionally assigned role to the Nigerian nation. But as citizens of Nigeria and members of the public, we equally expect and demand good governance anchored on transparency, accountability, welfareism, and total commitment to public good. All of you are here today because of a transparent process and a responsible electoral management. I therefore enjoin you. I also challenge you today to ensure at all times that the government of Plateau State under your watch is conducted and anchored on transparency and responsibility to the people. On behalf of our distinguished chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, our supervisory national commissioner, Malam Muhammad Kudu Haruna, who by the grace of God is sitting beside me, and the entire Inec family, I wish all of you every best on this day and the days ahead. It is also my prayer that the God who has brought all of us here safely should return us back safely to our respective destination, to the glory of his almighty name at the end of this event. Thank you, and may God bless.
Please, we can do better than that. Let's celebrate him. Thank you very much, Honorable Reg. Honorable National Commissioner, sir, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, MC. Your Excellency, the Governor-elect, the Deputy Governor-elect, the Resident Electoral Commissioner, the Commissioner of Police, all other protocols observed. In making my welcome remarks, I can only say I share completely the sentiments expressed by the REC. You know, the commitment, the hard work, everything is said about how we arrived at today, I share. I can only add one thing, that today's event is mandated by Section 72 of the Electoral Law. And if you crave your indulgence to read it, it says a sealed certificate of return at an election in a prescribed form shall be issued within 14 days to every candidate who has been returned by the returning officer in an election under this act, provided that where the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court, being the final appellate court in any election petition, as the case may be, nullifies any candidate's certificate of return, the Commission shall within 48 hours after receipt of the court's order issue a successful candidate with a valid certificate of return. Where the Commission fails, and this is very important, refuses or neglects to issue a certificate of return under subsection 1, a certified true copy of the court shall, by the very fact, be sufficient for the purpose of swearing in a candidate declared as the winner of an election by that court. I said it's important because we've had many occasions in which people say we've not given them their certificates of return when the courts have ordered us to do. The section clearly shows you don't need it. All you need is to get a certified true copy of that judgment, go to the House of Assembly, Senate, or House of Reps, as the case may be, and you will get sworn in. Now, so we are here now to issue you this certificate of return, because the law says so that within 2 weeks of the declaration, we have to issue it. And we are here, as the REC has said, to issue the certificates of return to members of the House of Assembly of the state, to the Deputy Governor, and to the Governor. So with these remarks, once again, I say welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable National Commissioner. The time, the hour is here. Without much ado, we are going to be issuing certificates of return to members-elect State House of Assembly. And to help us to do this is no other person than the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Oliver Teso Agundu. Sir, please, you have an assignment. And the first on the list is the member-elect, Barkin-Ladi, Mr. Joel Philip Guam. Congratulations, sir. Cameraman, please. I need to see what is happening. Please. Please. The next person is the member representing Pengana. I'm especially happy for this because she's a woman. I am happy because she's a woman. Mrs. Happiness Matthew Akao, representing Pengana constituency. The next on the list is the member representing Rukuba Irigwe constituency. Abalak Adukichili Ibrahim. I understand that the member representing Pengana constituency has just stepped in. Ma, please, where are you? Not here. Can we? Ma, please, I understand you are in the house. Please, can you come forward? Say she stepped in now. Okay. Please, can we have the member representing Bokos? Maren Ishaku, please step forward. Yes, please, the cameramen and women are asking that please, when you receive your certificate, show it both ways so that it can be properly captured, sir. Thank you very much. Can we have the member representing Jos East, Madaki Isa Ajiji, please step forward. Please, when you pick your certificate, turn it the other way too, sir. Please, can you show the other cameraman that way? You turn this way, you turn the other way too, sir. Member representing Jos North constituency, Aliyu Adamu, please, can you step forward? Jos North. Just not North. Member representing Jos Northwest, Azi Danjuma. Are you in the house? Jos Northwest. Member representing Jos South, Honorable Watson Daliop Form. Honorable Watson Daliop Form. Please, a reminder, please. When you pick your certificate, please can you show it to both sides so that the media can properly capture it. Member representing Kanke constituency, Gokum Joseph Gomos. That's member representing Kanke constituency.